Hey guys, today I'm going to be making one of these JELL-O no-bake cheesecakes. This is just the original real cheesecake. That's all it is. They do have other flavors. This is just the regular. This was $2 at Big Lots, although they sell them all over the place for about the same price. Sometimes we we're trying to think, could you find them, were they in the baking aisle or where the pudding is? I don't remember. I'm thinking they're in where the pudding and stuff is, but I can't swear to that. Calorie-wise, 1/6 of the pie is 310 calories, which isn't too bad, I guess. So what you need is 5 tablespoons of margarine or butter melted. You need 2 tablespoons of just sugar, 1.5 cups of milk. You'll need 1 mixing bowl that your mixer can go into, and then you need a 9-inch pie pan. And our pie pan is well loved. It's not dirty, it's clean. It just, we don't make pies and pie pans very often, so we don't buy a new one, so for that reason. So don't judge us on our pie pan. Okay, so I got an extra mixing bowl. The directions actually say to mix up the graham cracker crust and stuff in the pan itself and mix it up and then press in the bottom. I like to do it separately in a bowl. You don't have to, that's just how I choose to do it. That was a nice, easy open box. So inside the box you have your filling mix. It says number 2, filling mix. And then you have your crust. Now make sure your oven is preheated to nothing, because it's a no-bake cheesecake. Yay! You don't have to use the oven. I knew I'd get somebody with that. Okay. And you use a fork. And you're just gonna add, I usually add my sugar first. And it's kind of, get it all mixed around because it's harder to do once you add the butter in there. The graham cracker crust is good by itself, but I guess sugar just adds a little bit, another layer of sweetness to it. Then add your butter. And just stir it up, and it'll be kind of dry and crumbly. It won't be really super wet and moist. I mean, it looks that way now, but once it starts getting absorbed, you'll see what I mean. It'll get kind of crumbly. And you want to get as much of it moist as you can. It smells good, just the graham crackers and the butter. Okay. Now you're going to put it in the pie pan, and you're going to go up. You're going to do the bottoms, but also the side. So what I do is I usually will go ahead and work on the sides first. That way you know that you've got enough to do the sides, and then I'll work with just whatever's left for the bottom. And it doesn't have to be all the way up, just some is fine. Yeah, and then the rest of it I'll just kind of get in the bottom. I learned that a long time ago the hard way. Now I haven't had one of these for a very long time. When I was younger, these are my favorite. I mean, I would go to the store and buy these myself when I was in my teens. I would literally ride my bike to the store and buy these and make them as a dessert for myself and not share them with anybody. Of course, I was an only child, so I didn't have to share a lot anyway, but, so that's why I'm spoiled rotten now. No comment from Tammy. So I used to buy these on my own because I loved them so much.
But we've had a lot of good
cheesecake. So, you know, this may not be as good as I remember, but I bet you it still is.
We've had a lot of many good cheesecakes, so
Okay.
it'll be interesting.
Okay.
There also wasn't the Cheesecake Factory to compete with.
That's true. But this is really super easy though. That's the biggest part of this. So I'm gonna set that aside for a second. And I make my bowl. And I'm gonna add put my milk in here. and my filling mix. So what I'm going to do is I always take my mixer and kind of stir it up a little bit just to kind of get the powder off the top so it doesn't puff up when you turn it on. So this mixer is the worst hand mixer known to man. It has 2 speeds, on and off really. So it says mix it on low for 30 seconds. Well, my low and my medium is about the same. Okay, you can see how much thicker it is. Get as much of that goodness off those as I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to literally, yeah, see how much thicker it is? I mean, it's a lot thicker. It's like pudding thick now. So I'm literally just going to scoop this out into this pie pan. And you can actually, you can freeze this. You can serve it frozen, it says. I've never done that, but you could. This will, once you're done with this, once you actually cut it and serve it, any remaining stuff you have to keep in the refrigerator because it is like a pudding. So you have to keep it in the refrigerator. Although cheesecake you keep in the refrigerator too, so it's not that much different. Okay. So I'm just gonna smooth this out a little bit. And it doesn't have to be super fancy, just get it in there. All right, this has to go in the refrigerator for an hour to chill, and then it'll be ready to cut up and serve. So we'll be back when it gets chilled. All right, one of the things you do, the cheesecake's ready. One of the things you do to loosen it up from the bottom is to take it and put it in hot water, not up to the above the rim, just to cover it up. And there's suds in here just because it had some soap in here, but you just want to warm it up just a little bit on the bottom so it'll cut and come out of there easier. Just be really careful. You don't want water in your cheesecake. So I'm just going to let it sit here for just a minute, and then we're going to go in there and we'll cut it. So I'll be right back. All right, we're back, or I'm back with Tammy. We're going to try a piece. It came right out, by the way, with warming the pan up.
Mmm. Oh, wow.
Good, isn't it?
That's excellent. It's been probably 15 years since I've had one of these. It's been a very, very, very long time since I've had one.
It's very good. Here's what the inside looks like.
That is excellent. You should tell them what you saw in the box.
Hold on, more boring. The box showed a recommended way you could do it. You take, was it a fourth of a cup?
I don't know how much. I didn't pay attention to measurements.
A fourth of a cup of like caramel topping. And once you get your crust in, take the caramel topping and like drizzle on the bottom of the pan on top of the crust. Sprinkle pecans in there. Put your topping, your filling in. Drizzle some caramel and nuts on top of that, and then let it set up then, and you'll have this caramel pecan cheesecake, and it looked really, really good.
And if Kevin wanted, he could still make it into a caramel.
Yeah, you can put stuff on top.
Right, because we Ashley in the refrigerator right now. She has Ghirardelli chocolate and caramel ice cream topping. So if he wanted to do that, he could. And you could add, let's face it, you can add anything to these you want to the top.
You can get strawberry or cherry. Well, you could do strawberry or cherry or whatever on
I think you could do anything, yeah.
Super, super good. Good as I remember.
That's delicious. And a lot of you all had commented that you've never had one of these before.
Super easy.
It's not sour or...
No, it doesn't have that cheesy, sour, creamy flavor that a lot of cheesecakes do. It does have a little bit of that cream cheese flavor, but it's sweet.
Cream cheese, but it's a sweet cream cheese. Yeah, it's not a sour.
It's not sour.
It's very, very sweet.
Very, very good.
And you saw how easy it was for him to do, and I think it was pretty cheap.
$2.
Yeah, that's right, because we bought it at Big Lots.
Yeah.
So I love it. I think it's awesome.
It's really good, and like I said, I'll eat it, so it's really good. I still enjoy them. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up below and subscribe if you haven't, and we'll catch you next time.